Are you a power dresser? Power dressing is a concept coined in the 1970s where increasingly women in the Western world were joining the corporate world or the realm of politics. Although the term was coined for ladies, however, over a period of time, the concept of power dressing has evolved. Now, power dressing doesn't only relate to ladies, it also relates to gentlemen. Now, power dressing as a concept or as a term, it's not just about what you wear. Rather, it is how you wear what you have to wear. So, with regard to power dressing, there are a few points which I would share with you. And these points may enable you to transform into you being a power dresser. So, the first point you need to understand that power dressing is not about the cost of your attire. In case you're able to invest in expensive suits or any other dresses, it's absolutely fine. Even in case you cannot, whatever you have, you utilize that and dress in that. Most importantly, be comfortable with what you're wearing. Ensure that the clothes or attire you have that are comfortable and that suit your body type. Don't try to ape someone else because you like what someone else is wearing, and possibly that person's body type may be very different to yours. He or she may be able to manage it or carry it off better. However, you may not be able to do it because of a very different body type. So understand what suits your body and, most importantly, what you're most comfortable with. So how you carry the attire is going to be extremely vital. The second point is for you to understand that as you climb up the ladder of success, the way you present yourself as well as your personal branding becomes very important. How you position yourself, especially in today's times, which is a perception driven world. So you need to understand how others perceive you. That's extremely important. You may like it or not. However, the fact is, a lot that can happen in our respective lives is based on how people perceive us. And towards that endeavor, you need to realize how you dress and how you present yourself is going to be extremely vital. So if you have looked or if you look at celebrities, that could be from the world of showbiz, business or sports, you will find most of them dress to the occasion, dress commensurate to their stature, and all of them are dressed for success. Even sportsmen who wear their team attire for a certain sport, but off the field, you will see them dressed very sharply. And that's extremely important, and this is the symbol or this is the understanding we need to derive that successful people do take power dressing very seriously. And we can also do that. The next point is pertaining to your choice of attire as well as colors. So, as I mentioned earlier, it's not about the expensive dresses, but whatever you're wearing, that has to have good taste. It could be suits, it could be blazers, it could be proper working attire, whatever it is, you will need to ensure that it's of the right fitting. It could be tailor-made or ready-made depending on your choice, but it has to be of the right fitting. Also, try to focus or have clothes or attire with professional colors or colors which seem soothing to the eye. Colors like white, blue, grey, and in terms of blazers or jackets, it could be even black. So you'll need to focus on these colors rather than having loud colors, because certain colors may not appear very professional. So in case you wear a red jacket for a professional or a business meeting, it may not send the right signal. Of course, you can always wear that to a party, but not for a proper business meeting. So you'll need to understand that your choice in terms of the attire as well as those colors are extremely vital. So you need to understand that power dressing is all about communicating authority confidence, and professionalism. So the choice of right colors, which combine these three elements of professionalism, confidence, and authority, that needs to be selected. The next point pertains to accessories. In addition to certain attire, you can also focus or invest on certain accessories. For example, for ladies, it could be a scarf. For gentlemen, it could be a pocket square. So you can look at any accessory which can enhance the value of what you're wearing and put forward a very professional look, and at the same time make you appear much more robust. That's going to be extremely important. The next point is at your workplace or where you are. At times, people around you may be dressed casually, or your organization may not have a very clear dress code, or there would be a dress code which is of the casual nature or semi formal, depending on the organization or depending on the industry or the business that your organization is into. Irrespective of that, in case you are aiming at success, as I mentioned, you will have to understand that you will have to dress for success. And you cannot do that once you reach the pinnacle of success. You have to start now. So you have to learn to be a sharp dresser now. You can't expect to do that once you reach the pinnacle or you reach a different level of success. And in case you become the butt of jokes by your colleagues or people crack jokes on you, don't take that too seriously. You have to understand what is your goal in life. You have to look at people who are role models and who are very dapper in terms of how they dress and present themselves, because all said and done, that's extremely vital. The last point that I would prefer to share with you is par dressing is how you portray yourself, and considering that particular factor, you have taken the kind of attire, you have taken the various accessories. But what you need to also understand is the importance of grooming. So just wearing clothes is not important. You have to wear clean clothes which are comfortable. And more important than that, focus on your overall grooming. Your hair, your nails, everything needs to be proper, trim, or depending on ladies, it could be colored with nail polish depending on the requirement. So however you are and whatever you're comfortable in terms of attire, in addition to that, you would need to learn or do your very best to groom yourself and present the best version of yourself to people around you, especially at the workplace or in business or in whatever you do. That's going to be extremely vital. So cleanliness, appearing professional, and also someone who in a way is a pleasure to look at. So this doesn't need physical beauty. So I'm not saying that someone has to be handsome or beautiful. The way you dress, the way you appear, irrespective of what your body shape is, irrespective of that, how you appear, the effort that you take to groom yourself, to wear the right clothes, to be clean, to appear professional, to appear someone with authority, that's going to be extremely vital. And that would definitely hold you in good stead as you climb up the ladder of success. So these are a few points which I required to share with you on personal branding's element, which is par dressing or sharp dressing or dressing dapper. Understand that par dressing is something which we all can put time and effort as well as certain resources on, because it would always enable us to create the best personal brand and for us to be looked upon as a person of success. That's going to be extremely important, because I firmly believe that regardless of the role, you have to be dressed for that role. Regardless of the part, you have to be dressed for your part. That's going to be extremely vital. So my best wishes to you for being a par dresser, and I'm sure in case you maintain the points which I mentioned in perspective, You're going to become a fantastic, sharp power dresser. All the very best.